Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to know a little bit about the history of Linux and a little bit about the Linux distributions. So, Linux was developed by Linus Torvalds while he was a student at Helsinki in Finland in 1991. Although many people refer Linux as an operating system, but it is actually the kernel. So, an operating system consists of kernel plus the shell plus many other application softwares. So, although generally referred to as the operating system, but at the core Linux is only the kernel. And one more thing to remember is that Linux is inspired from Unix, but it is totally different from Unix. Now, where is Linux used? You will be surprised to know the variety of applications. I can't list every application or every scenario where Linux is used, but I will try to cover some of the major ones. So, Linux is used in 90 or more than 90% of the web servers running in the world. Another application is smartphones. One of the most popular smartphone operating system, Android, is Linux based. Then comes supercomputers. Almost all, I am not saying all, but almost all supercomputers, they run on one or the other distribution of Linux. The next application area is high-speed trains. Japanese high-speed trains, which are very popular among the world, or they are known for their speed, they all run on Linux operating system. The other areas of use is public cloud. Again, more than 90% of the public cloud is running on Linux. Next comes the stock exchange. One of the most popular stock exchange, that is the New York Stock Exchange, also runs on Linux servers. Another use is by NASA. So, NASA is using the Linux operating system in many of its rovers. For example, the Curiosity rover, which is operating in or operated in Mars, also use the Linux operating system. Finally, the Linux is used almost in all the embedded systems also. So, embedded system, you can think of the cars, the electric cars, the drones, or many of the devices that we use at our homes to make them smart or otherwise, they all are running on the Linux operating system. So, you can think that Linux is affecting you directly or indirectly in your daily life without you being knowing it. Now, why is it so popular? So, very first reason is that it is open source. What do you mean by open source? Open source means that the code is publicly accessible. Whenever you buy a software, you pay for it, but you don't get the code for it. If you don't have the code, this means you can't look what or how that particular software is behaving, and you are not able to modify also. But with open source, you get to see the code, you can customize the code, and you can modify it according to your own needs. The second reason is security. Now, Linux has a strong permission system, and it is very difficult to penetrate that permission system because there are certain tools. For example, SA Linux, which we are going to cover later in this course, you will see that it is beyond just the read, write, execute permissions, alright, and also there is very low risk of getting virus into your system. The third reason is privacy. Now, there is minimal data collection, enhanced encryption algorithms. Since it is open source, so you can see what all is happening at the back end. Next is reliability. Linux is known for its stability and it rarely crashes. So, if you are using certain other proprietary operating system, crash is very common, and another major issue is that the operating system will get slow over a period of time, but that is not the case with Linux. It will be stable and it will perform the same way as it was performing when you installed it at the first go. Another thing is customization. So, you can have a number of themes installed, you can have icons, wallpapers, anything you wish. The next reason is variety of distributions. You might have heard of Red Hat, Ubuntu, Fedora, OpenSUSE, all these are distributions of Linux. So, all these companies are offering Linux in one flavor or the other. So, you can choose any one of them depending upon the core use. Either you are focusing on networking, you are a Nave user, you are looking for enterprise editions. For everything, there is a different distribution available. The last reason is community support. So, Linux has got a wide community wherein everyone is chipping in with some kind of modifications or some kind of suggestions. People are working together to evolve this into a better operating system. Now, I have been using this word distribution. What actually is a distribution? So, the distribution means you combine the Linux kernel, which is the core, with certain applications. So, every company will have the Linux kernel, will add on certain applications of their own, and that will form your distribution. So, for example, RHEL, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, is one of the distributions which consists of the Linux kernel and certain other applications. For example, Bash as the shell, then Genome as the graphical user interface for you to interact, and for the web browser it is using Firefox. Plus there are enormous other applications. I am just listing here a few. So, all these things combine to form the distribution Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Apart from this, there are many other distributions like Ubuntu, Fedora, Arch, Peppermint, Kali, SUSE, Kubuntu. The list is very long. You can choose any one depending upon the core you use. In the next video, we are going to talk about the software that we will require to cover up this entire course.